Welcome back, you gorgeous weirdos. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm so glad you're here. So if you saw my last Mundo de Unas video with the Smurf press-on nails, you know that I'm super excited about all of these stamping plates. So we're doing the Hello Kitty one today. I will leave the Smurf one up in the eye if you wanted to go and check that out. I can't believe how good that one came out. But we're going to do the Hello Kitty, and you guys will have to weigh in down below and let me know which one you want to see next. I have options. I can do SpongeBob, I can do Rugrats, or I can do something Disney / Looney Tunes. So you guys will have to vote down below. Let me know which one you want to see next, but I'm going to go ahead and start picking up all of these little kitties. I'm doing 5 different Hello Kitty images. Just doing the basic outline for right now. We're going to color them all in, and I can't wait for you to see how cute these came out. I will leave everything linked down below. This plate, again, from Mundo de Unas, but I have another plate I'm going to use for the background. It's from Maniology. It's the Maniology X Sip and Dip plate that I'll use for the background later. All of the stamping polishes I'm going to use, I think, are from the Born Pretty stamping polish set that I bought from Amazon. Check down below in the description for links to literally everything. So I'm going to go ahead and get all of these images picked up, and then we're going to start coloring them in. So we're going to start off coloring these in, but what I need to do before it drives me nuts is take off all the excess stamping polish around those images. In theory, you don't really need to do this until you are ready to stamp, but for the sake of aesthetics, and again, my neuroses, I'm going to go ahead and take off all that excess polish. I'm using Scotch tape. You can use any kind of tape that you have. You can also use a lint roller. I tend to be a little bit clumsy with a lint roller. I don't want to go too far and then ruin the image and then have to pick it up all over again. But it's whatever you're most comfy with. If you want to just go in with the lint roller and YOLO, see what happens, by all means, go for it. I'm just super anal retentive and a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to this kind of stuff. So a little bit of Scotch tape and it'll clean everything right up. As soon as I'm done with this, we're getting right into the stamping polishes and the reverse stamping. So I'm going to do things a little bit differently in this video than you've seen me do previously with multiple images for reverse stamping. Instead of doing like I do with the Smurfs, well, I did one at a time, I'm going to do one color at a time. So I'm going to start with the yellow. I would like to get the smaller details done first, just because it is easier for me to do the smaller details and then fill everything in with the, the larger spaces with the white, because Hello Kitty is mostly white. So I'm just going to do the little dot for their nose on each and every stamp, and then I'll move on to the next color. Wait till you see the color palette. I mean, you already saw the thumbnail and you probably already saw the photos, but the color palette is just so freaking cute and I cannot stand it. I'm using a fine nail art liner brush. It's very short, very small, very thin, but you can use whatever kind of tool you want or you have around the house. If you want to use a very small dotting tool, you totally can. If you want to use a toothpick or an orange wood stick, you totally can. You're not limited to the tools that you can use for this kind of thing. It's really a matter of personal preference. So once I have all of the little noses done, we're going to move on to the next little detail. And I believe what I'm going to do is the flowers and the bows, because I want to kind of stay in a certain color palette. Never mind, I lied. We're gonna make sure that her eyes are all black because Hello Kitty's eyes are black. So I'm gonna just go in and fill in those black dots in case my stamping wasn't super clean on the pickup. If I'm missing a little bit of that black, I'm just gonna go ahead and fill that in. Anyways, the color palette. I really wanted to not be all over the place with the colors, so I'm staying within a color palette, but you'll see that here coming up in a minute. So where are y'all at with the Hello Kitty stuff? Because I know that it was big when I was a kid, and then it was kind of gone for a little bit, but now it's back and super trendy, and my girls are obsessed with Hello Kitty and like all of Kitty's little friends. So I was super excited when I saw this particular stamping plate on Mundo de Unas, and I could not help myself. I had to grab it. One of Mia's friends, my little one, her friend Nicole was over and she saw me doing the Hello Kitty nails and she's like, oh my God, I want them. I'm like, girl, I got you. I will make you a set of Hello Kitty nails. So I know it's super, super duper trendy right now. Are you guys into the Hello Kitty? Do you have kids that are into Hello Kitty? Let me know down below where you stand on the Hello Kitty shenanigans. Okay, so I'm going to show you kind of the color palette I had in mind. I'm going to grab a pink, I'm going to grab a white. That's where we're kind of going to start with this adventure, but I'm also going to pull in a purple and then some blues. So everything kind of will mesh together, and then my background later will be pink. It's all going to be cohesive, I promise. It's not going to be too crazy and all over the place. So we're just going to get going and go color to color. I think I'm going to start off with the pink maybe. And the white I think I'm going to do last, only because it's the largest space and I don't want to bleed into a tiny detail with the white and then have it look a little sloppy. So the white I'm going to save for the end. So let's get in with the pink. We're going to do some flowers. We're going to do some bows and get some of the detail work done first before we move into the larger spaces. I'm going to let you guys have a little Zen hangout vibe sesh while I get some of these things colored in, and I'll pop back in when we get to maybe another color. So now I'm going to grab the purple, and I wanted to do two things with the purple to kind of tie everything together. I'm going to take the purple and I'm going to do a couple of these other flowers in this one little kitty, and then there is a kitty that has like a Halloween costume on. It looks like a cape, and I don't know, it's very cute. So I'm going to do her cape in the purple as well. I'm going to try and integrate as many colors as possible into each one so they all kind of have the same color palette, even though the elements of the stamps are different. I know, it's me and my neuroses. You totally don't have to do any of this. You want to make Hello Kitties in a million different colors? Who am I to tell you not to? You want to make Hello Kitties in just one color? Go for it. But this is kind of what I was feeling in the moment. It's also springtime. It's sunny out. This is just my natural light at my nail desk. So I was feeling flowery and festive and bright and colorful. So that is what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna continue on with my pinks and my purples and get Hello Kitty really start to come together. Wait till the mermaid one. I think the mermaid one is my favorite, but you guys will have to let me know down below which one is your fave at the end of the video. Just wait. She's so freaking cute. I can't stand it. Okay, back to Vibe. I'll catch up with you guys in a minute. So I went ahead and I cleaned up my little stamper here that I'm using as a palette. You can use whatever you want as a palette, by the way, as long as it is acetone resistant, I guess. I find silicone stampers are the best because I can just wipe it off on my lint roller when I'm done and they dry up a little bit. But I cleaned it off because now we're going to go in with the white and really start pulling this all together. You may have noticed that on some of the kitties, I left some blank spaces. That's because I wanted to do the white first and then go in with the colors afterwards, just to keep this as neat as possible. But again, me and my neuroses, you do this any way you see fit, whatever makes you most comfy. Now, if you are beginning or just getting started with reverse stamping, images like Hello Kitty are super duper beginner friendly because she's predominantly a white kitty. She's just a white kitty. You want to put some cute clothes on her? Go for it. You want to just do her like the little face? It's just white with a little bow and a yellow nose. Like super duper basic and easy, but so adorable. And it's so recognizable. Like, you know, that's Hello Kitty. And if you think by looking at the other side of that stamp that it doesn't look white, don't panic. Don't worry. I had a freak out moment for a minute because I'm like, why does she look yellow? What happened to my white polish? But I'm not the brightest bulb in the tanning bed. I should have realized that it was going to have a yellow tint because the stamper itself is yellow. So don't no one panic. Everything's fine. Hello Kitty has not been contaminated. I promise no kitties were harmed in the creating of these stamps. So here is what the game plan is going to be. I'm going to fill in everything with the white that needs to be filled in with the white. And then I'll go back and just double check each of them, make sure there's nothing that needs fixing or cleaning up. I'm going to show you what each one looks like. And then I'm going to show you how to do a super duper simple but adorable background for these little kitties to sit on. If you think they're cute now, y'all just wait. Okay, so this again is the Sip and Dip X Maniology stamping plate. You may have seen it in a previous video. I'll leave it linked up in the eye if you want to check that video out. It was the blue celestial vibes one. So I'm just going to do a very basic flower print. I'm not going to color this in. I'm not going to make it multicolored. Just going to get the basic image stamped right on to this press on. And there's no polish on this press on nail. It is just the BT Art Box pink press on nail. I'll leave them linked down below along with everything else. And here's what the background looks like. And now we can get the kitties on the nails. We're going to start with the thumbnail with this adorable little, well, I don't know if it's a vampire or if it's a little devil. I don't know. She's so freaking cute though. So we're going to get her right on the thumbnail. And we're going to move on down the hand, placing all of our little kitties. Once I have all the kitties stamped down, I am going to top them with a smudge-free top coat, let them dry, and then I'll go in with a matte top coat because you know me and nail art, it has to be matte, and that's the game plan. Then we're going to be done. That's literally it. So I'm going to let these dry, get my matte top coat on, I'll install them, and you'll get to see them on my hand. And here is what they look like completely installed. I could not be more obsessed. These are so freaking cute. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. These are short extensions and they fit beautifully. So if you have shorter nails, you might be able to get away with these little kitties. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for spending some of your day with me today. I hope the rest of your day is as beautiful as you are, and I will catch you in the next one. Love you. Bye.